What were your top 5 movies of 2021? Here are mine. I'm going to talk about them in a little bit of length here now. I'm going to give an honorable mention to Free Guy, because, guys, that was just a whole bunch of fun in the theater, and it had a lot of nods to a lot of things in pop culture. People said that this is what Matrix Resurrections should have been, but guys, it was just Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, and it was just a whole bunch of fun. All right, let's get into the list. Number 5 is The Green Knight. Now, my initial reaction to this was kind of like, did I like that? Did I? Yes, I did, because the cinematography was great, the acting in it was great, and I hope it wins some technical awards, because it was breathtaking. It was absolutely breathtaking. Alicia Vikander in this was great. The whole cast was great in this. Dev Patel, really. Green Knight, check it out if you haven't seen it. Number 4 is Doon. Now, guys, I think this will be on a lot of people's list because it was just cool. The whole stellar cast, and the things that they were able to show was just mind-boggling. Denis Villeneuve put out another solid work here. It's kind of a bummer that it's only half the movie, but it's still worth the nod because it's an epic spectacle that you have to check out, because who would have thought that you would have seen a butthole monster on the big screen? Hey, you don't like that joke? Well, you might not like my number 3 spot. That goes to The Matrix Resurrections. Now, I know a lot of people will have this on their most disappointing lists, or even worst movies of the year. But for me, I liked it. I liked it a lot because I'm ranking this on movies that I want to watch again. And I want to watch The Matrix Resurrections again, because there's a lot of stuff going on in it where it's kind of like meta. It's making fun of itself, and I think it's doing it intentionally to get back at people in the industry. So and it's just cool seeing Neo and Trinity together again. I like being back in that universe, and that final shot of them flying together, because they are the one in this version of the Matrix. Together, they are the one. Not just Trinity, guys. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's something that I really want to check out again. And if that doesn't sit well with you, hopefully I'll win you back with my number 2 pick, which is The Suicide Squad, which was really, guys, a lot of R-rated fun at the theater, because you see people get killed in violent, gruesome ways. John Cena really was the standout in this film, because who would have known that he could have gone to those places where he had to go? I thought it was just really cool, and you kind of felt bad for Rick Flag in this. Yeah, you actually felt bad for Starro too, because, he was happy, floating, staring at the stars. One of the best lines of the year. Yeah, and you can't go wrong with Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I'm just, every time she's on the screen as Harley, I'm just like, we need more. The Suicide Squad. It was just a lot of fun too. Fun. That's what I am using as a metric for this. And my number 1 pick is definitely a lot of fun. That's Spider-Man No Way Home. I heard the rumblings that the bad guys like Doc Ock and Green Goblin were going to be in this, and everybody was like, are Andrew and Toby in this? And they did a really good job of keeping it a secret. They didn't confirm it. Everybody says that, it's the worst kept secret. Not really, guys. There was like doubts in my head that they were going to be in it, not going to be in it. But when Andrew showed up, I was just the entire theater erupted when he came out, and I was just so happy, because that I said in my review for it that Andrew just loves playing Spider-Man. I was just so happy at the end that he got to put on the costume again and play Spider-Man, because he is my favorite Spider-Man, and Tom Holland is my favorite Peter Parker. Although, of course, seeing those two together there at the end was just kind of like, yeah, I like that too. Toby, he did a fairly good job in this. And then, for me, like the backbone of the story, with all the bad guys coming in and stuff, much like The Matrix Resurrections, how I like to see Trinity and Neo, I like to see MJ, and, Zendaya and Tom Holland together. I felt like they obviously got great chemistry on the screen, and it was just like that, them being together and then having to be apart at the end was kind of heartbreaking, but that's what made me want to go back and watch it again. It's something that I'll just watch over and over again. You could put that last 30 minutes of this movie on repeat and I won't get bored of it. It's just wow. So guys, so that is my number one pick. What was your number one pick of the year for the best movies of 2021? Okay, we're going to talk about some of the disappointing movies that came out for 2021. Check up here in the cards. I will put a nice little playlist for you guys up in the cards, and we'll talk about some of the movies that came out in 2021. Subscribe to the channel if you want that, and join me on talking about movies.